king of herbs, treasure from the Orient, enhancement of the immune system's functions, supports fatigue resistance, promotes blood circulation, improves memory functions, antioxidizing functions. These are the effects Korean red ginseng can have on the human body. The world's best red ginseng grows in Korea because it has the ideal climate, patented technology with no additives, 100% pure red ginseng. Atomy, Korean red ginseng spherical granule.
Good afternoon, fellow Atomians. It's a privilege for me to stand in front of you here once again to share with you information that I wish you would be able to take home and apply. Good afternoon to our Leader Club members. Good afternoon to all the center managers. There is just one key message I want to share with you this afternoon and 4 application areas. Okay? One key message, 4 application area. And the key message I want to share with you is that in the forthcoming Chinese New Year, so for the 4th and the 5th of February, it's a new year. And for the Chinese, and all Malays and Indians, for that 2 days can pretend to be Chinese because you all enjoy the same holiday. So that's wonderful. Just as the Chinese pretend to be Malays and Indians during their holiday period. So, New Year. Tonight, if you go back, or after the Chinese New Year, when you go back and you continue doing the same thing that you do, is that New Year? Yes or no? No. So, the first thing I want to share with you, New Year, it's got to be a new approach, and it's got to be a new mindset. A new approach, a new mindset. I'd like you to look at the word N-E-W. Look at it again. Look at it. And let it go inside you from your mind down to your heart. 18 inches apart, and yet many times we know, but we do not know. We know what to do, but we do not do. New Year, I challenge all of you, do the new thing, the new approach. And I want to tell you what is that new, because this morning, I was again advising another client of mine, and it's the same old problem. And what is the problem? Okay, this is the problem. In Atomy, there are several no's, as what Diamond Master Kai Ying has told us. No maintenance, no joining fee. But there is a no-no that I want to share with you now. It's called no nocebo. You heard of placebo, right? There is a nocebo. All right? I know the translator now struggle. Nocebo means 反安稳剂. All right? Nocebo. When you anticipate something, it will actually happen. So it applies to medication. If you take a medication, a drug, and you think this is going to happen to you, it will happen to you. So in Atomy, I want to tell you that this whole range of products are not here for fun. This range of product did not happen overnight. And from my years of experience in the supplement industry, consulting for certain private limited companies, consulting for large corporations, as well as 1 or 2 MLM previously, that's what I come to understand about MLM companies. You will not find another company with so many patented products. Do you know? We have more than 8 patented products. How many of you don't know that? You don't know that. We have that many patented technologies, patented materials in the way they put raw materials together. And the products here are meant for your daily use. So, the nocebo effect is very common to everyone. I can tell you more than half of us will come to a product with a nocebo attitude. And that is, can this product work for me or not? Maybe if I take this product, something will happen. I promise you something will happen. Because that is the nocebo effect. You take it, maybe this is tang gui, you know, tang gui very heaty. I promise you, your heatiness will start to surface. Because you thought about it, and it will come to pass. But I hope by the end of today, when you go back, you will believe that when you take all these products, because of the science behind it, because it is a daily use item, because it is Atomy, and Atomy wants to change your life, they're not going to give you something that are going to create problems for you. They're going to give you something that you can take every day, as good as for the rest of your life. Literally. Now, next year, I would have proven myself that for about 26 years of my life with my very regulated and controlled menu plan for my life, with some flexibility, but with the ability to rebound back. For example, if I go for a buffet meal, I know how to clean up myself. If I go and visit my in-laws and I'll put on 5 kg, I know how to throw off that 5 kg within the week when I come back. All right? I've learned this over the last 26 years. It is not easy, but I've proven the fact that when you take care of your life, health is definitely the result. So next year, from next year onwards, why do I mention that? Because next year will be my 30th anniversary. And from that point, I know after the first 5 years, where I had hyperthyroidism and all that because of work and because of pressure, and that's when I decided to apply what I know about nutrition. Funny thing, nutritionists do not apply much, and same do doctors and all the other professionals. But when you begin to truly be honest with yourself and begin to apply what you know to be true, and I'm asking of the same from each one of you to apply what we know. That's why we are here to learn. So these products, when you apply them without the nocebo biasness, you will start to experience positive, because it is called the placebo effect. Have you heard of placebo effect? And placebo is actually a good science, because you expect it, because you believe it. As you take it, your body system begin to use them very, very well. I promise you that, because that is proven by science. So I challenge you all to use these products well and use them, because the science behind it says it is a daily use item, including supplement. So some people say, oh, supplement, you cannot take too much. Huh? You asked me to take for the rest of my life. Yes, you want to go on living, take it for the rest of your life. And that is very critical, because in today's world, I can promise you that you do not have the nutrients that you want, even if you eat carefully and healthily like I do. I did that for the last 20-something years. No sickness, no disease, no flu, nothing. And I managed them very well up to this point for the last 26 years. However, if I had all this at that time, it would have made my life easier. But I do not mean I can have buffet day in and day out, and then eat this, and then you'll be all right. This is not a miracle pill, and this is not medication. If you are in trouble because of your poor lifestyle, you fix yourself with medication, and you will get well because it's medication. However, these are supplements. It works with your body and let your body begin to find expression, because you are giving the nutrients that are found in here. Do they really have nutrients? They're all manufactured. Yes, they are manufactured with a lot of thinking and a lot of science behind it to make sure that the natural goodness is protected. So in that sense, they are functional food. So functional means they are over and above what you can get out of ordinary food. So that is critical. Especially your spirulina. Somebody was asking me about spirulina or chlorella. Well, spirulina and chlorella, okay, they are both good. You can have them. If Atomy has chlorella down the line, you can have them. But without that, at this point, spirulina is also very good. Okay, I will not say which is better, because you cannot compare, between, say, Mercedes and BMW. How do you compare? They are both good. But they both give you different benefits. Right, so I am looking at a range of product that is the brand of tomorrow. The brand of tomorrow, but It is of absolute quality, absolute price, that once and for all, believe it, accept it, and move on with it. The more you question it, the more you get confused. All right? Leave it to us who already know the details to tell you so. Unless you want to spend the next 8 years studying for a PhD to understand all these things. And after you finish your PhD, you will have a PhD, permanent head damage. All right? So, I want you to experience the lifestyle brand of tomorrow right now, beginning from today, beginning from Chinese New Year, new mindset, a new approach, because it will promise you health, because that's what Atomy is after. That our lives are changed, not just physically, but also emotionally in other areas, but also in the sense of motivation, in the sense of our income, in the sense of our time. That's why Commonwealth Lifestyle Center is about being able to hit in life health, income, and time. We hit our goal by driving for the commonwealth of people, the wealth of commonness. So, it's good to speak, You get to advertise a bit for your own center. All right, so we're talking about supplements. And I said just now that if you take supplement, okay, be assured that if you believe that, I just eat normally, eat healthily, I'll be fine. Number one, a lot of us have differing standards when it comes to what is balanced diet. Your balanced diet and the sense of balanced diet are totally different definition. And most times I can promise you, because eating is very closely related to the emotions, your sense of balanced diet, your definition is very emotionally connected and influenced. You feel good, this is balanced diet. Kong Ba is also balanced diet. Right? If you feel good. Buffet, entertainment, never mind once in a while, all that is fine. Okay? Because it's emotionally connected. So I want to challenge you to consider once again that way back in 2004, in a simple research, they found that actually by eating normally, a lot of us actually still lack things like vitamin C. So someone tell me, no need Atomy's vitamin C. We just eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, a lot more lemon, a lot more strawberry, a lot more guava, and blah, blah, blah. All right? Do you know, emotionally, you feel a lot more. Maybe I eat 3 a day. If you want to have the vitamin C in that one stick of Atomy vitamins, one sachet of the Atomy vitamin C, you cannot eat 3 guava. You need to eat half a table size of guava. Can you? None of us can. Emotionally, you must be crazy. All right? So if you want to do that, follow the chairman. Be crazy. Eat half a table full of guava every day. Okay? Which we can't, obviously. So, we go for supplement because it is a daily life that gives us a little bit more time. Remember? When you have health. So, you will find that because of that, the supplement come into play. And to this day now, supplementation is needed. If you call that evil, it's a necessary evil. It helps us to prevent diseases and to optimize health. So if you are healthy and you don't have disease, then the second factor comes into play to optimize health. It's the same as a sedentary lifestyle and a sporty lifestyle. You can go to work, get up in the morning, no problem, go to work, come home, feeling okay, go to sleep, and you're fine. That's sedentary lifestyle. But if you can do that on top of looking after your children, on top of looking after your husband and your grandparents and whoever, and then participate in a sports where you need to put in training, you need to compete for the annual race and so on and so forth, that is a different story altogether, right? So we're talking about optimizing your health in that sense. So, 4 things that we can apply once you have a new attitude and a new approach. Chinese New Year. Remember, go around wishing, Happy New Year. Emphasize the new a little bit to remind yourself it's got to be new. And remember, after that, you go back home and you do the same old thing. It's not New Year. It becomes Chinese Old Year. So please, let's keep to the new. It's very important. So first thing first, 4 areas of application. First thing is about immunity. Immunity has got to be new. Immunity has got to operate on a high level, a new normal. How can I take this? I want to go back to my lifestyle. I want to go back to my normal, go back to normal. Precisely, all of us have been living normal. That's why we have a lot more cancer cases, a lot more arthritic cases, diabetic cases because of your normal. So please rise up to the new normal so that these things will not go away. These things will go away and your problem will subside. So, how many of you here know well enough about immunity? Put up your hand. Well enough about immunity. None of us, very few of us. Well enough, huh? Well enough about immunity. Otherwise, you'll be telling the wrong story. So please help me. Tell one another, next to each other, I don't know well enough about immunity. I don't know well enough about immunity. You must admit that because we all don't know. Even myself, I don't know. Every time I have to look at it and I can look at it all over again and learn and relearn because that is growth. All right? If you know everything, there's no growth. It's time to die. All right? So, have you done that? Tell one another. Okay, do that again, but this time you add this. I don't know well enough about immunity. Anything to do with immunity? On immunity, better go to him and point your finger to the stage here. Cannot. Okay, tell one another, I don't know well enough about immunity, anything about immunity, then you point to the stage, go to him. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's do that. Come on. Hey, no finger pointing. Go ahead and point, go to him. Thank you very much. Okay, if you're talking about me, I gladly accept it. But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about him. What is the him? His name is Himo. You got a picture? Anything to do with immunity, who do you go to? Him. Go to him. His name is Himo. Him. And what is Him? Because it deals with immunity. We have such a thing called exhausted immunocytes. Yes. It overworks, it tires out, it dies off faster, it is oxidized because of the different in pH condition in different parts of our body, a total imbalance. When you worry, when you get too excited, when you are angry, when you are anxious and so on, your pH level change. That's why they call it acidity and alkalinity. All right? So there is such a thing as waking them up. So Him does that for you. Don't get too complicated. Him is about immunity. Remember, I don't know well enough about immunity. Anything to do with immunity, just go to him. Okay? First thing you must know. 3 main things are found in there. Extracts. The word is extracts. Extracts of your Angelica radix and your Transong and your Peone alba radix. Okay? I have looked at most of the research. There are only 3 herbs. So I want to correct anybody who claims there are more than 3 herbs. There's no more than 3 herbs. There's only 3 herbs. And the ingredient in the 3 herbs might be a lot, but only 3 herbs. And out of that, the ingredients are separated in different patented technology and finally blend and put together to produce what is known as Him, a combination by a patented technology of all 3 of ingredients from all 3 herbs. So what are they? Basically, they are your chlorogenic acids. That's one of the ingredients inside the herb. So it's not tang gui, all right? It is chlorogenic acids. What does it do? It supports your bowel and your liver function. Why is that important? Because that affects your nutrition, digestion, number 1. Number 2, it cleans your liver. Anything that cleans your liver is like cleaning your aircon filter. Your liver is like your aircon, the condenser. Sorry, not the both condenser and your, what do you call that? The aircon filter itself, all right? So every now and then you have to clean the aircon filter. So when you do anything with your liver, you're cleaning the filters because your liver filters your blood throughout the day to clean up your blood. So you don't have medical diseases, you only have bad blood. In other words, your blood is not in good condition. Too much cholesterol, insulin the sugar stay in there, never got out, so you have high sugar level. Your blood pressure is high because it's too thick, or it doesn't flow well because your blood vessels are not flexible, and so on. And all these are impacted because the quality of your blood is in question. Right? So it also has, once you clean up your bowel, clean up the liver, what happens? Your natural killer cells vitality suddenly wakes up because all these cells must be approved and strengthened by the condition of your liver. That's why the chlorogenic acid plays a very important role in terms of helping your liver wake up. And so your immunocyte become more vitalized. All right? It is able to do what it is supposed to do. If you go to the doctor, they will not know this, not because they don't understand, but because it cannot read. What do I mean? They take your blood, read your blood. Yes, you have enough red blood cells, white blood cells, but the next moment, the changes that happen in your body, no one knows. No one knows. All right? So we are talking about vitality. Okay? So if you really want to know, you take your blood profile test every couple of minutes. Can you survive that? Pricking you all the time. Okay? So it's not practical. The second item is the notochanin. Basically, it look at anti-inflammatory response. If you cannot remember my name, you have inflammation there. If you cannot remember anybody's name or number or events or whatever, you are beginning to suffer from what is known as poor memory, and there's no such thing except that your memory is trained or untrained. You have a strategy or you didn't have a strategy and you didn't work on it, so you have poor memory. It's not, I'm born like that one. I got low EQ, I got low IQ. No such thing. Okay? It is whether your brain is trained and therefore it sparks and have new neurons, neurogenesis we call it, or it didn't get trained, it didn't have a strategy, you don't know how to keep them trained. All right? That is the problem. So, the notochanin is about anti-inflammation anywhere in your body, from your brain to your lungs. All right, that's why people cough and so on. To your adrenal, your hormones go out of whack and stuff like that. So notochanin does that. So it produces what is known as a cytokine. Cytokine are just signaling molecule. It signals, it sends information. It gets your T helper cells in your defense mechanism to do its job. All right, and there are two types of T helper cells. Okay, they all produce different effects. They both produce cytokine, protein signaling molecule, but they have different types of cytokine and therefore different results. And with hemohim, it gives you the sensitivity to be able to produce the right molecules. Okay, the cytokine that gets you to be more able to defend your cell. Peoniflorin, that's the third ingredient. All right, extract. And what did they do? Make sure your immune responses do not go overboard. Autoimmune condition. So, it will enhance the overall immunity, the immune capacity, how fit you are, how quickly you recover, and so on. That's why, with all the various research, okay, no more nocebo. No. I take hemohim, very hitty. I take hemohim, so much trouble. So this person came along this morning, sent a text to me. I took hemohim, this is my problem. This person also had a problem. That person also had a problem. And I said, of course, you start looking for the problem, you will see it. Isn't it? You start looking for a problem, you will surely find it. But I challenge her. Some people need to take it for 6 months. Some people need to take it for a year to 2 years before they finally experience the positive, because a human body is very complicated. All right? I cannot even explain. No one can explain. If I can explain and have a strategy for it, I wouldn't be here. I'll be very rich. Okay? So, with all the research, it shows one thing, that hemohim, when it comes to immunity, remember, I don't know well enough, I just go to him. Right? Go to hemohim, it gives you more energy, it reduces fatigue. So when you have fatigue, it is a sign of inflammation, the lactic acid, because of too much activity, or the cortisol, because of too much anxiety. All right? So that has to be managed, and immunity has to go higher, a new normal. All of us have immunity, but your immunity capacity, its ability may be restricted or limited depending on how you have been living your life. So that's very important. If you work overtime, you need energy, you need stamina, whether you're in sports or you are every day filled with 1,001 activity that you have to handle. You need hemohim to get you going. All right? So, nocebo effect, If you think it's going to be hitty and give you problem and perhaps cause problem, it will. Placebo effect, I think it's going to work for me because the science says so. It will. All right? So that is very important to understand, because a lot of us come to all this research and say, see whether it works for me. Excuse me, each one of us do not even know ourselves. We think we do, but none of us do, because we are not scientists. We do not know how your body works. All right? So understand, the scientists have already understand how the body typically works and then put these things together. So, if that's the case, it is still recommended. Don't go overboard. James Chung said that it's a placebo, so I take 20, I'll be Superman. Don't say, I didn't say that. Keep to the recommended portion of 2 a day. But for me, I usually would recommend a little more depending on the individual condition and the background. But by and large, recommend to people, for all of us, just 2 a day. Okay? You can go on to 3 a day. My personal experience, no more than 6 a day, because there is a lot of wastage. Okay? There is such a thing called diminishing return, because your body also can get used to it and not produce the effect that you want. So about 3, 4, if you have certain challenges, but you must understand what kind of challenges. Just because you quarrel with your wife means you take 3 or 4. That is not the case. So it really depends. And then separate them from any other medication you are taking, just to give you the correct placebo effect. Okay? So, other than that, it does not mean you cannot take. It simply means get advice before you finally take them. But in relation to heart, in relation to hypertension, just be a little bit more sensitive and careful. And for most of us, Hemohim is not your number 1 choice. In other words, you don't recommend Hemohim as the first choice to any person, because it is very tricky. Because people don't tell you exactly what's going on with them. All right? And then it's going to produce effect. It will. This is a very potent product. It will give you very good benefits. And I personally believe that 99% of people would use Hemohim eventually, and should use eventually for a long time, because it is a functional food. All right? So, let's move on. Second thing. All right? New year, new thing, take care of immunity. Chinese New Year comes, take care of immunity. If you play mahjong all night, please, Hemohim is not going to solve your problem. Okay, it may even cause your eyes to pop out. Yeah, because it's more powerful. So please, have your sleep, have your water, have your rest, enjoy your holiday. Yes, you can eat your Chinese New Year goodie, but I can promise you your Chinese New Year goodie has no nutrients. That's why you eat them once a year during Chinese New Year. If you eat them every day, you're asking for trouble. Okay? So, second thing, well-being. When it comes to well-being, very alert, full of energy. What color do you think of? Anyone? Blue. Blue is when you practice Tai Chi in the toilet in the morning. Okay? And turn blue and nothing comes out. Okay? But if you're excited, all ready and all that, what do they call you? What? Hot. Red hot. Think of the word red, okay? So it's called red ginseng, right? And that is for your well-being. It does get your heartbeat go up. It does cause you to warm up. It does give you a general sense of well-being. That's what your Hong Sandam does for you, all right? It is red. It gets you well, gets you upgoing, okay? How do I know that? Well, because the Atomy's Hong Sandam, all right, comes from this whole ginseng, not just the head part or the root part or the body part and dissect all this. No. Okay, it's just the whole thing, so it's naturally occurring. Okay? Naturally occurring. So what are the possible health benefits for ginseng? And you can enjoy yourself even during the Chinese New Year. It improve your mood, reduce your stress. Don't worry about your ang pao. Okay, reduce the stress. Okay, improves your brain function. Calculate your ang pao properly. Don't give the wrong one. Okay, anti-inflammatory properties, help you lose weight. It does over time. Please don't take 20 packets and expect to lose weight the next day. You will. You'll end up in hospital. Okay? And you will lose a lot of weight. So, improve your lung function. Okay? as well as your blood sugar control, as well as your immune system overall. It boosts. So it is like the electrical charge. It gives you more power. So can Hemohim goes with Hong Sanam? Yes, they are different roles. They play different things. Okay, so ginseng does not directly impact on immune system content. It impacts on the function. Hemohim impacts on the content. Okay, and makes a lot of difference. Hemohim may not improve circulation. I haven't come across anything like that. But circulation is not the only deal. Okay, you're talking about the content. Circulation is affected by the content. Try to push a bus to move and try to push a balloon to move. So you know what I mean, the content. So in the research, the various research, you will see, all right, there are different classes of research. And the number 2 there, cognition. In other words, your brain. So your well-being, if you go on ginseng, there are high studies, high meaning, high reliability. Do one test, do the next test, another group, it has the same result. So high reliability. Don't just look at a study, it says good, and you follow it, because we look at validity. If such a similar test is repeated, will it give the same result? And it looks at reliability as well, okay, between tests. So it has high reliability. And of course, the third one, the guys get excited, but please don't take too much. Okay? But the fourth one looks at subjective well-being, your own feeling of well-being. And that is what is called the placebo effect. Right? And placebo is an important science. So do it, believe it, take it, and you will do well. Yes, if you have challenges, you can come and see us. If you do, but trust us that the product is an everyday use product if you follow the guideline. Okay? Perhaps there are issues about you that you don't even realize. Come and talk to us about that. So there you are, the key. It is a patented spherical granules, a patented product again. So there you are. You have one more patented product. So it's not just about 4-year-old red ginseng. It is also the technology behind extracting to squeeze in the highest amount of ginsenosides compared to the industry, which ranges from 2 to 3 milligram per gram. Whereas in Atomy, it's about 20 milligram per gram of your ginseng. All right, so what does it do? Because of the micronized powder, it dissolves in water faster, it dissolves in your mouth faster, you take it sooner, it easily get digested, and that's the impact. All right? You can put some warm water or hot water and drink over it, that's fine. You can put it in cold water, drink throughout the day, that's fine, just like your pu'er. But this one does not have caffeine, all right, compared to pu'er, which also has caffeine. So some people have issues. But once you clean up your liver, you should do okay. So this is Hong Sanam. And the important point I'm trying to tell you is that this is a really good product as confirmed by a lot of the TCM who are Western trained. In other words, they look at science, they look at studies, and they found that this is really a good product at the kind of price that you all can have. So Canada devour them like crazy. Okay, meaning you take them up like crazy. Look at what's available in the market. You want to go for ginseng? Okay, Korean Panax ginseng, that's quite similar to the Korean ginseng. But you notice not all of them, out of 5 of them, okay, easily 3 of them, that means 3/5, they do not reveal what is the ginsenoside content. Only the left side, 2 items, they reveal. But when I tried to follow up, I couldn't get the answer. So again, it is not confident. They are not confidently revealing what is the ginsenoside content. Okay, and the right-hand side, most of them also have the money-back guarantee. Atomy has the money-back guarantee, but they don't have support. And Atomy, you have support, right? So you look at different factors, and it tells you why our product is really above the usual that you find in the industry. And then what else? Okay, for people who are tired, people who need recovery, okay, enhance immunity. Again, it does not impact directly, but enhance the overall immunity. Vitality, a sense of well-being, being able to focus, concentrate, which is your brain. Okay, if you're worried about memory loss, there you are again. It improves the support. But let me just add, provided you have the right strategy. Okay, it does not take this, and how come I still cannot remember your name? Good. Okay, because if you take too much, then I rather you don't remember my name. Okay, so let's move on. 1 pack a day, that's good enough. For younger ones, about half a pack a day, that's fine. And check out with a physician or with us anytime if you feel that there are issues. Okay, the support is there all the time. Third thing, all right, Chinese New Year, immunity must go up. Your sense of well-being and not walk around tired. I play mahjong the whole night lah. Okay, and things like that. Okay, so well-being, and if you want to be a good person, professional in your life. You know, some of us are not professional in our life. We just live our life. But if you are professional, meaning you take care of your life, you manage your life, you want to make sure it produces the benefit for the people around you so that they are happy when you are around and not worry when you are around. Have you come across that? Do you worry about your children? You have the answer. But if your children suddenly become professional, so to speak, then you don't worry about that anymore, right? So, if you want to be a pro, you must have guts. You must have guts, and I literally mean it. It means your gut must be in good condition. Okay? What am I talking about? I'm talking about your probiotics. It's the single most effective product that will heal your gut. The moment your gut is well, it will impact more than 50 different conditions of your body. It is that powerful. So this is your number one recommendation because not that it has the least problem, but it produces the most results in the short term. Hemohim will take a long while. Okay, some people 3 months, some people 6 months, very few people within the next few days. But probiotics, 50% of people will experience benefit in the next week or so. Safely recommend probiotics. It's one of the best in the industry that I know because of the strains, because of the formulation, because of its powder form, and so on. So the benefits, I shall not explain. You will have it in the website, but you know that it benefits in practically all areas of the human function. Okay, and any one of us here have not taken probiotics? Anybody? Okay, take it because pro means for, biotics means life. So for life, and a lot more of us are familiar with antibiotics. Anti means against, and biotic means life. So are you for life or against life? You decide. Okay, so probiotics, 13 different strains, different areas of your body to help you. I have not come across one that has more than 13 strains that is accessible because it's affordable. And in research in Yale University, one time, this is one of the very well-known research looking at different types of probiotics available on the industry and how does it help IBS, which is one of the main reasons we want to use probiotics, irritable bowel syndrome, which is very difficult to clinically diagnose. Okay? It is just difficult. There are too many variables, too many changes, and too many factors that is involved. So it's very hard to zero in on what's the problem. But once you have 13 strain, it definitely works better than the one tested here that has also 13 strain, but still not the best because it is very expensive. So there you are. The formulation, all right, the powder base. And the final thing now, 4 things, application. What is number 1? Immunity. What is number 2? Well-being. Think about red. What's number 3? You must have guts, to have health. And the 4th one, life depends on the liver. Are you all the liver? In English term, you all are the liver. You are the one who live. But it also means the liver. Okay, how many of you here have not used our milk thistle? Anyone? Not used milk thistle yet. Okay, so give it some good thought because your liver, again, is the only organ that filters your blood and life is in the blood. Your life depends on your blood. Okay? The cleaner and better blood you have, the healthier you are. Okay? So life depends on the liver. Keep your liver happy, keep your liver healthy. Once your liver is fatty, you are in trouble. So Chinese New Year, after Chinese New Year with all the goodies, there's a very good chance they will also become fatty. All right? Though for a short while. Because the liver is a very interesting organ. It is a subset of similar tissues. Combination of similar tissues. So one portion can die, the rest are still working. Similar pockets of tissue. All right? So, two key ingredients that directly impacts the liver. The first one, of course, is your milk thistle. To do what? To reduce any form of disease state or any form of fatty liver condition. Once you have fatty liver, it starts to become disease. It starts to become worse. Okay, it's like having 4 horsepower, okay, in your car or in your aircon or whatever that requires power, and 3 of them shut down and you only have 1. So your liver has got easily, okay, 320 horsepower or more. It will shut down one by one. Okay, that's what we mean by fatty liver, starts to shut down. Okay, so in this, it will reduce hepatitis, means inflammation of your liver. Anything with TIS means inflammation. All right, so hepatitis, cirrhosis, basically they're all inflammation of different nature, but it all affect your liver. So you want to reduce that, we all need milk thistle. I've been taking that for years. Now I'm switching to this because it also has a different ingredient which is not commonly available. But anyhow, the second reason, and there are 6 of them very quickly, premature aging. Are we aging? Yes, we all are. Are they premature? Very good chance. A lot of us are aging sooner or faster than your age or than the time you have spent on the earth so far. Okay, so UV-induced damage. We look at computer a lot more. All right, so these are issues here. What does it do? It impacts your most important enzyme that keeps you fighting against oxidation. In other words, the most powerful antioxidant is called your glutathione. And it's made in the liver. So your liver must be clean and well and good. If not, the amount of glutathione is much reduced. You always have a lower chance of fighting oxidation. Oxidation and inflammation are 2 different things. Oxidation, you think about premature aging. Okay? So, cholesterol, blood sugar issue. Once your liver is cleaner, it impacts your bowel, it impacts your digestion, and it impacts the way your body digests cholesterol and blood sugar. So in this particular study, after 4 months, the cholesterol and the triglyceride begin to come down just by cleaning up the liver. Okay, so remember to clean up your liver. And the second item is, of course, your radiola. This one is a very good combination, and I'm thankful for the science behind it, because this particular item going along with milk thistle, all right, allows you to reduce your sense of lethargy. Now you add on your red ginseng. Don't just depend on your red ginseng, but also clean the liver. A lot of red ginseng, no cleaning of liver, your impact is not that great. So it's synergistic. That's why Atomy do not introduce you one thing, because life does not depend on one thing. So if you take one supplement, you think that's good enough. No. Even if you take only Hemohim, it's not good enough. You always have to have other things because your body has different things. How many things? 99 different elements per cell per day. Okay? 50 different classification. So even if you go for buffet dinner, I can promise you, you never achieve your 50 classification. Don't even want to talk about the 99 elements. So reduce lethargy, reduce your stress effects, especially the negative stress effect. What else? Number 5, it will actually reduce your memory issue, cognitive issue. And the last few times at my center, I was talking about the mindset for success. Mindset. And I'm focusing on mindset. This is my own personal goal this year, the mindset of people, how to change people's mindset. And it is possible through supplement, through nutrition, through menu plan, possible through strategy. And there are mindset strategy that you can change. Okay, so again, in a study, they found that it reduces the tendency for depression. So if you don't have a success mindset, you have a tendency for depression. Give up lah. Very hard lah, Atomy. All right? Something like that. So just remember that. So use your milk thistle and your radiola to clean up your liver. Somebody have a brain issue, have a memory issue. Somebody have an anger issue. Somebody have a mood issue. Tell them you have a toxic liver. So no need to scold them. You are toxic liver. All right, so simple as that. So ask them to clean up the liver. That will be good enough. Weight loss, visceral fat. Monday, I'm talking about it at my center. You're welcome to join us. Okay, weight loss. Okay, the title of my talk is called Wait a Minute. Okay, so look at your liver to help you manage your weight condition. Again, these are all based on studies, all right, of the ingredient that is available here inside you. So this particular product, enjoy the cleaning up of your liver with vitamin B, because your liver also produces the vitamin B that helps you. Okay, what kind of people needs to take it? Well, generally, nose toxicity is known for milk thistle. So go ahead and use them, all right? Based on the recommendation, 2 a day. That's great enough. Of course, separate them when you're taking your medication. So finally, now, what is your plan? Chinese New Year plan. All right, your well-being, what do you do? First thing in the morning, what do you take? What do you take first thing in the morning? Water. Drink your water. Okay, supplement comes later. Supplement comes later. After your water comes Himohim. All right, and then, of course, slightly later, before your breakfast, assuming your breakfast is healthy breakfast, so you can consider balanced life and all the other thing. After your breakfast comes your milk thistle, your probiotics and your vitamin C. You can go together as you take your breakfast or just before you take your breakfast. That's fine. A minute or 2 before your actual breakfast. That's fine in case you forget. And then after that, you have your omega-3. I didn't talk about it, but I put it here because that is your foundation products. Okay? We all need your omega-3 because omega-3 is your electricity to your powerful machine. It is the petrol to your powerful 320 horsepower car. Understand? All right? So that's omega-3. Another day on that product or the ingredient. Water, don't forget. Then somewhere in the afternoon, sometimes late morning, your red ginseng will be good enough as a drink. And shortly after that, of course, this is late morning, sorry. Then you have lunch, and before lunch, same thing, if you are taking 2 times. Then your water in the afternoon, don't forget. Himohim again, if you are taking twice a day. All right? And when is that? Before dinner. All right? Before dinner. Some people prefer to take Himohim before lunch. That's fine too, but I recommend before dinner to spread it out. And just before dinner, again, for some of us, it will not be an overdose situation. You can even take the 3rd sachet of vitamin C and probiotics, because so far in my experience, many, many more people lack vitamin C and probiotics. This moment they take the vitamin C, next moment they smoke. This moment they take vitamin C, next moment they have their coffee. All right. This moment they take vitamin C, next moment they scolded someone, get upset, get anxious, and so on and so forth. Your vitamin C get destroyed very, very easily. So you are likely will do better with 3 than 2, and same with probiotics. That's my personal stand. All right. The company say 1 or 2. That's good enough. And of course, your omega-3 2 times a day will be recommended. And with that, I thank you very much for keeping awake and for going with me. Please practice and apply. And have a happy New Year. Thank you.
Stressed out skin. Soothe your skin with nature. Atomy Mild Cleanser. EcoCert certified fresh organic ingredients. Leave your skin smooth and soft. And remove any makeup residues, dead skin, and impurities without irritation. No rinse cleansing water. Rich and creamy lather to wash away. Ultra pure for sensitive skin. Atomy Mild Cleanser.